Straight ahead in Channel 3 News at 6. Miners striking after disagreements, plus flooding in the Silver Valley leaving residents shocked. And the local school not complete. The news at 6 starts right now.
Broadcasting in the Channel 3 News studio in downtown Wallace. This is Channel 3 News at 6 with John Webb.
Well, good evening and thanks for joining us tonight. I'm John Webb. Well, we begin tonight with the strike at the Lucky Friday Mine in Mullen. Channel 3's Morgan Powers is in Mullen with more on this. Morgan, good evening.
Good evening, John. Miners are now striking after disagreement with negotiations with Hecla, who owns the mine. Last Sunday evening, miners voted on striking. 230 miners voted to strike, while 2 voted not to. The negotiations with Hecla started back in May of 2016, with Hecla wanted to exclude the collective bargaining agreement among the other rights that miners believe took generations to achieve.
I've been with Hecla Mining Company for over 40 years, and my personal opinion about the whole thing is I've never quite seen corporate greed or the lack of respect between two parties in all the time I've been here.
On the United Steelworkers Local 5114 Facebook page, Phil Elpner, writer, quote, "The company has chosen to implement part of their LBF for last best final offer. We believe their strategy is to implement in partial portions in order to confuse our membership. Do not be fooled by this. They plan by implementing the whole thing over time. Please consider what is best for you and your future before casting a vote. The company is asking us to give up hard-won benefits that work generations to acquire. If we choose to strike, it has to be on our core beliefs to stay out for as long as it takes. We choose to work under their offer. We may never see what we lost again. The power of any union is its membership and their solidarity. I hope to see everyone at the pavilion tomorrow," unquote. A picket line began Monday morning at 5:30, and they say they'll strike for as long as it takes.
And that's Morgan Powers reporting there in Mullen. You can stay up to date with Channel 3 on YouTube. Search Channel 3 News and the date of the broadcast. Or you can like us on Facebook. Just search Channel 3 News. Well, northern Idaho and eastern Washington have been under a flood warning for the past few days. And our Megan Dorton is in Wallace tonight with more on this. Megan?
Thanks, John. We're here on the South Fork of the Coeur d'Alene River, and you can see just how high the river is behind me. The flood warning for rain and snowmelt remained in effect until 9:30 p.m. Thursday for Bonner, Boundary, Shoshone, Benoit, Kootenai, Spokane, and Pend Oreille counties. Local residents have experienced flooding, but nothing like this. Take a look at these pictures sent in from Giovanna Siegfried of Osborne. Siegfried said in a statement to Channel 3, quote, "We expected high water this year because of all the snow we've gotten this winter, but our little creek is really raging, and we do expect more with the rain in the 5-day forecast." Well, with more rain ahead, we put in the forecast some safety tips for flooding on our Facebook page. Just search for Channel 3 News. Reporting in Wallace tonight, I'm Megan Dorton, Channel 3 News.
Thanks, Megan. Destiny Engel is over in the Weather Center with more on this and your 7-day forecast. Destiny?
Thanks, John. Now looking at our U.S. temperature map, you can see highs in Spokane around 49, and in Billings they're seeing highs of 61. Now looking at our Doppler radar, you can see showers coming in through Spokane up to the inland northwest. They're supposed to end by Sunday. Now tonight, expect rain with a low around 40. Chance of precipitation is 90%. New precipitation amounts between 1/4 and 1/2 of an inch possible. On Saturday, rain with a high near 48. Southwest wind 10 to 13 miles per hour. Chance of precipitation is 90%. Saturday evening, rain showers likely before 11 p.m., then a chance of snow showers. Mostly cloudy with a low around 29. Chance of precipitation is 70%. New snow accumulation of less than 1/2 inch possible. Then on Sunday, a slight chance of snow showers before 11 a.m., partly sunny, with a high near 40. Chance of precipitation is 20. Reporting in the Weather Center, this is Destiny Engel.
Destiny, thanks. Well, Boundary County also is dealing with major flooding issues. Take a look at this. According to the Boundary County Sheriff's Department, a Union Pacific train derailed Wednesday morning near Eileen Road. The derailment of the train occurred after the tracks washed out due to soil saturation. The train cars were filled with grain, so no hazardous material were on board. Well, a man in connection with a hit and run in Wallace has turned himself in. It occurred last Tuesday at approximately 6:17 p.m. Shoshone County deputies responded to a report of an injured female after being struck by a vehicle. The 31-year-old victim, Nicole Carvello, was treated by Shoshone County District 1 EMS and was transported to Spokane, Washington for further medical treatment. Shoshone County Sheriff's Office and the Osborne Police Department issued a felony arrest warrant on Wednesday for 58-year-old Terry Houghton. Thursday, Houghton turned himself in and will make his first court appearance on Friday. His bail is set at $100,000. In Montana news tonight, a small earthquake near Helena rattled some residents Sunday night. The U.S. Geological Survey reports the quake registered as a 3.8 magnitude and struck at about 9:02 p.m. The epicenter was about 28 miles west of Helena, near Avon. There have been no major reports of damage or injuries. Well, in school news tonight, Walsh Junior Senior High School Principal Donald Almquist will be out of school for a while. Last Sunday morning, Mr. Almquist woke up at his home in St. Regis, Montana, and noticed that he had difficulties moving and speaking. Almquist's wife, Jackie Almquist, drove him to the hospital in Superior, where he was told he was having a stroke. He was then transported to Kootenai Health in Coeur d'Alene. Almquist is now in Post Falls, where he will be receiving 24/7-hour care, whilst history and government teacher Chris Lund will be filling in for Almquist in his absence.
Well, you know, JP, it's actually a big honor for me to fill in for Mr. Almquist in his absence. I think Mr. Almquist has done an excellent job here at Wallace Junior Senior High School, and I just hope to fill in and help out where it's needed and just continue to move along in his absence the same way that he would. And that's going to be my goal for the time being.
Well, Mr. Lund has been preparing for this with Mr. Almquist before and plans on becoming principal eventually. Almquist announced he was retiring earlier this year. He's expected to be back in 4 to 6 months. Also on school news tonight, Wallace High School student council members Riley Gunderson and Hannah Shepard presented to the school board Monday evening. They talked about what they learned when they went to Idaho Student Council State in Boise. Gunderson talked about school culture and different types of events that incorporate the whole school. Shepard introduced the Make-A-Wish Foundation and how she plans to help local families in the Silver Valley. The school board also discussed policy matters, a wish list that includes new Chromebooks for the high school, new windows for the elementary, and a possible preschool for ages 3 through 5. In Northwest news tonight, State Highway 5 in Benoit County between Plummer and St. Mary's is experiencing slides and an unstable road base at around milepost 475. At 2:40 p.m. Tuesday, Benoit County Sheriff's Office Facebook page said, quote, ITD has opened the back roads through the park for passenger car travel only. Highway 5 remains open with restrictions to 1 lane. Semi-trucks are not being allowed through at this time. The road bed has collapsed at approximately 2 feet in the last few hours. Currently, the eastbound lane and part of the westbound lanes are affected. State engineers are on the scene evaluating the site. Please make an effort to avoid this area, unquote. Well, the Idaho Department of Transportation later closed the road on Wednesday. You're asked to find another route. Let's check back in with Destiny Engel for a look at your 7-day forecast. Destiny.
Thanks, John. Now looking at our U.S. temperature map, you can see in Spokane around 49, and in Billings they're seeing highs of 61. Now looking at our Doppler radar, you can see showers coming in through Spokane up to the inland northwest. They're supposed to end by Sunday. Now tonight, expect rain with a low around 40. Chance of precipitation is 90%. New precipitation amounts between 1/4 and 1/2 of an inch possible. On Saturday, rain with a high near 48. Southwest wind 10 to 13 miles per hour. Chance of precipitation is 90%. Saturday evening, rain showers likely before 11 p.m., then a chance of snow showers. Mostly cloudy with a low around 29. Chance of precipitation is 70%. New snow accumulation of less than 1/2 inch possible. Then on Sunday, a slight chance of snow showers before 11 a.m., partly sunny, with a high near 40. Chance of precipitation is 20. Reporting in the Weather Center, this is Destiny Engel.
Destiny, thanks for that. In Northwest news tonight, Wednesday morning, the Coeur d'Alene Police Department responded to reports of a submerged vehicle at a dock near the Coeur d'Alene Resort. Officers arrived on the scene and located a black car in the water, but determined nobody was inside. Casey W. Samuels, the owner of the vehicle, was contacted and later admitted that he drove the car into the lake, but didn't give a clear explanation as to why. He was later issued a citation for leaving the scene of an accident and reckless driving. Well, finally tonight, the good news. A Chicago kindergartner who turned 6 did something truly amazing. Armini Cruz was turning 6 when she told her parents she didn't want a celebration with her friends, rather she wanted to feed the homeless shelter. So the family went to work. They prepared spaghetti, fish, chicken, pizza, and mashed potatoes. Finally, the big day came, and about 125 people were lined up around the block. The family says they plan on making this gesture a family tradition and do more food drives in the future. Well, that's going to do it for us here at Channel 3 News. We won't be back next week, but we'll be back the following with a new look. For all of us here at Channel 3 News, I'm John Webb. Good night.